dropping that knowledge on you.
I could not make this shit up.
With Kev Nash.
Oh, Hercules.
DJ Killer Kev.
Boss.
And Dizzle.
Uh-oh. Let me tell you, boys, you can't make that shit up.
The Inside. Real deal, straight up.
You crazy.
Hottest stories from the world of hip-hop.
This is Ludacris.
It's the big boss, Rick Ross.
What up, it's your boy Young Jeezy. This is 50 Cent.
Sports.
Some of those dunks were the most incredible dunks I've ever seen.
And what's popping in the DYT.
I couldn't make this shit up. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. I'm sad that I lack the talent to make this shit up.
Here's Kev Nash, DJ Killer Kev, and Dizzle.
You can't make this up podcast, Kev Nash.
DJ Killer Kev.
Hey, Dizzle.
Episode
365.
All right, man. I know the Cincinnati Bengals is on, so Killer's going to be highly distracted during this podcast, so we're going to make this.
We split screen, baby. I got y'all on the right, Bengals on the left. We good.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Touchdown boy, by the way. 7-0. Let's go.
Okay. Live updates. Fellas, how was the week?
Pretty slow motion, man. Actually, some bad news in the household. So me and my wife were talking, and we're like kind of plotting out our next year of expenses already. We're thinking like what kind of trips we're trying to take, what we're trying to do with the house, since this was our last trip for this year. So we've decided that we were not going to be taking trips next year because we're going to focus on making sure the house is in shape. And I don't know if the house heard, but the sink started leaking. The kitchen sink, looked under that bitch, is puddles. Like we had to take out all the dishes, rewash all the pots and pans and shit because it was something's leaking. And because something's leaking, there's now mold on the wall.
Oh.
So we got the plumber coming tomorrow, and then I got to call the mold people tomorrow as well, because if you don't treat that shit when you first see it, that shit will grow and take over the foundation. Like shit start deteriorating, smelling crazy. Mm-hmm. So that's what's going on in this household, amongst other regular expenses and repairs that I've been trying to tame myself. Like I got under the sink. I was shimmying that bitch. I tried my hardest. I was working with the trying to fix the disposal because the sink was stopped up at first. It's just been a lot within the last few days.
Don't go the nigga hookup route. I know how you like to think. I know how you.
I think I've learned my lesson.
Funny enough, man, I was just having a conversation with my boy about this, man, how, we use the term life be life or whatever. And we just bringing up like, hey, man, you get a nice little check from work. You get a bonus check or whatever things. It's like, oh, I'm about to get this, or I'm going to just let this stack, or I'm going to get this situated for the holidays, or I'm going to take a trip and everything like that. And then just something comes up out of nowhere. And, those are the things that they don't tell you about home ownership. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as when you live in an apartment or whatever, you just, hey, something broke. You dial up the maintenance crew. Hey, blah, blah, blah. I need y'all to come fix it. And, they got to come fix it. Home ownership. Yeah. You either YouTubing that shit yourself or you biting the bullet and having to call the professionals, and the professionals will get in that pocket.
Yeah.
Good luck, brother.
Appreciate it. Hopefully it's not a big deal. You know what? I thought it was the pipes leaking, and forgive me because this is my first time actually getting under the sink and really shimmying with stuff. Bro, it was leaking through the wall. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's not just an easy. It may be just something I don't know, but I tried to get down there and tighten up some shit, and that did not work, and realized that the leak is like behind the wall. So I don't know what they're gonna have to do.
Yeah, that's not sexy. What they're probably gonna end up telling you to do, they're gonna hit you with the script of like, well, you need to replace all your plumbing in here and go from, whatever this metal pipe is to PVC piping and stuff like that, and that's gonna cost you 20 arms and 20 legs and everything like that. But as we all gonna do, man, just fix this problem. We'll worry about the other problems when they arise.
Yeah.
Facts.
Hell yeah.
Good luck, y'all.
Yeah. How was your week, Kev?
Man, hectic week, boy. So last week, of course, we kind of talked about it. I was up in Columbus for the Ohio State game. They beat Penn State last weekend. Stayed up there overnight. Hotel action, drinking, hanging out. Fast forward to this week, and my boy Hooper, he had a Halloween party on Friday. And on top of that, it was week 1 of the high school playoffs. So Friday evening, we went to the Centerville game. They got their win on, so they advanced to the next round. So they're going to be taking on Springfield this upcoming Friday. So I'm going to that game this Friday. But while we were in Columbus last weekend, we got a chance to hang out with Shayla's cousin, and she's very, very into Halloween. So she was inviting us to her Halloween party. You know, hey, I've invited y'all like the last 3 or 4 years. Y'all haven't come. Y'all should come this year. And I'm just like I'm already out this weekend. Really want to be lazy next week. And that's kind of like how I am. If I do something one weekend, I'll replace it by being lazy the next weekend. But that was not happening. So not only did I go to one Halloween party on Friday, I went to another Halloween party on Saturday. Stayed up in Columbus.
Same costume?
No. The pictures will be officially posted on my IG this week. But I had 2 separate costumes. Very low maintenance, very low cost wise as well, because I'm not spending no money on that shit. But all in all, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Just to get up there, get out the house. You know how it is, man. When you got it set in your mind that you're not gonna do something, but then you eventually go out and do it, it's still a good time. So we had a good time up there in Columbus. Got back here just enough time to watch my Pittsburgh Steelers lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars. So that was my week.
Yeah, I was hoping the AFC North had a good week this week.
They are not, because the Browns are already down 14-0.
And I think the Ravens losing too.
For real? That's what they do. They had that great-ass week last week and blowing the Lions out, and they got the Cardinals this week?
Exactly.
Yeah, they're going to lose that game for sure.
Exactly. Now, I talked about Halloween. I'm not the hugest Halloween person, but I did DJ a Halloween party this year. I think in my entire DJ career, I've DJ'd 3 Halloween parties.
Oh wow!
So not
That's
nothing. Not nothing that I do on a regular basis. This year, speaking of low maintenance and speaking of not spending too much money, I had costume ideals and was gonna break the bank, but when your boy fit into his old military BDUs, I figured, oh shit, we'll just figure it out from here. So threw together some old military stuff and was Fat Rambo. So that's what I went with.
I'm weak. So did they know your costume, or did you had to explain it to them, or niggas was like, oh, that's Fat Rambo over there?
I think the party that I was at, they were more interested that I had real military shit, so they were just coming because I had my gas mask, I had a book bag that I had, some cold weather gear because it was cold, so I had a bunch of stuff out there that they was kind of more so. They probably looked at me as like I had my hair out, so I had my hair kind of whatever. So it was just a thrown together thing. But did that this last night. That was a good time. What else did I do? Edible, the kids, the usual stuff. I'm actually going today. I don't get to do this too often, but they let your boy set up a tip jar, and the tip jar got active. So I'm actually after the pod, after my Bengals game, I'm gonna take my children to Red Lobster. So we're gonna go out and have a little dinner tonight, and something I don't get to do on a all day, every day, regular basis with 3 kids, a wife, and 19 bills. So I'm excited for that, but we're gonna do that this evening. Kick back some of that tip money that was active. So
that's what's up.
So do y'all, like my family, take a box of the biscuits home?
Must. We can probably get 2 because the kids will ask for one and I'll ask for one, and they usually will wait there until they bring it out fresh in the little bag. So we have, hot biscuits on a full stomach that will be cold anyway time you get to them because you're already full, but we still ask for them.
Got you. My family, nothing goes to waste. Niggas is packing up drinks. They putting the liquor in the to-go boxes. Bruh, they don't waste nothing.
Man, I ain't been to Red Lobster since I was a kid. That's the place that I found out I was allergic to shellfish. Was out there one time bashing on some shrimp. eyes started getting puffy and red and whatnot. Like, no more of that. Went to the allergy folk. Like, yeah, you shouldn't be eating shellfish. I actually haven't had shellfish since that day, but I have gotten contaminated from shellfish and it had the same reaction maybe like 7 years ago, because that's always like a thing. Like people like, oh, maybe you grew out of it or whatever. Well, 7 years ago I had another reaction to it, so no, safe to say I haven't grew out of it.
My mom was the same way. I remember as a child they had this popcorn shrimp all you can eat thing that she used to take me to, and I'm on like bowl 2 of this shit going crazy. And she over there looking like Hitch. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, you all right? And she's like, I don't think so. So my mom found out at Red Lobster that she was allergic to shellfish as well. But not your boy.
Hey, and that's something I learned about people that do not have a shellfish allergy. They don't give a fuck. Y'all will eat that shit sitting right next to us, and just like, hopefully none of the juice splash on your food or in your eyeball or anything like that. So yeah, right. My wife has no hesitation. When we go out, she get bang shrimp tacos. It just don't matter. It's just, sorry, bruh. No kisses for you, buddy. Fist bump. But shit, man, we got to jump into the biggest stories of the week, and unfortunately, it's more sad news. Killer, when we started this podcast, I can't tell you how many times we had to have this conversation, and then even Dizzle being a part of the crew, like it just seems like clockwork, man, that we talk about mass shootings, man. So another coward up there in Maine, Robert Carr, went on a shooting spree, killed 18 people earlier this week.
Nuts. Yeah, it's I haven't really had time to even like dive into the whole story, other than I know he killed a bunch of people. I think he was on the run at one point. Is he still on the run? Or
I think they found him.
Okay, yeah, they found him. Maybe like a day or two later. I think you're right. They did find him. But yeah, it's I try to stay current on all events, but some things I don't go past the headline. Like I don't click on the full story anymore. I don't want to know the details. We actually had an incident this week in Clayton, Ohio, where a gentleman fired at an officer after being served a warrant, and they had a code 99. I was delivering edible arrangements at 2:15, trying to get done by 2:45 to get back to Clayton at 3:15 to get my kid. And at 2:30, no less than 15 to 20 cop cars was flying by me. They had SWAT vehicles. It was jump, and my child's school, they do a second recess. They didn't let the kids go out because of the activity going on in the city, not knowing. They just knew active shooter. They didn't know any details. So it's good that at least the police have now, took some steps and avenues to get the communication across the board to, the people in the cities that it's affecting. But that was a taste of, the reactions now. If shit pop off here, everything goes, everybody kind of sits back and observes and figure out what's the next move. And I know every town's like that, but it's sad that that's where we at. We got a game plan for the bullshit, and that's the sad part.
So what's a code 99? I ain't never heard that.
That's when the police use that to, if you are a police officer and you hear that and you are able to respond, then it means an officer needs your help. So one of your brothers or sisters done, got into something where they either been shot, or it's more than just like, hey, my back hurt, come help me. It's like, yo, it's going down. I need some fellow officers to come help me. So you get, I saw blue Impalas, I saw Jeeps, I saw police cars, I saw SWAT vehicles. It took me probably 30 minutes to get from, Northwest Shopping Plaza to Kettering, because the amount of times you had to pull over for the cops that was flying up Philadelphia to get over to the main street was nuts. So it was crazy. But yeah, it's so sad that we deal with that shit, and prayers to all those families, man, because that's a lot of people that just, people can just go touch like that, and it's terrible. It's terrible.
Absolutely, man. And then on the heels of that, last night down in Tampa, Florida, another mass shooting. 2 people killed, 18 others injured. Now, and this is a part of the city called Ybor City. I'm not sure if y'all ever been to Tampa or whatever, but a good friend of mine lives down there. So whenever we used to go down there heavy, that's a kicking spot. It's kind of basically like their Oregon district for us. A whole bunch of bars, clubs, and everything like that. And just having this conversation with the wife when we was driving back, it's like, man, it's normally when we think about like New Year's Eve or Halloween, we thinking about keeping our eyes on the swivel for drunk drivers and stuff like that, because people over drinking and everything like that. But like these mass shooting situations, that's where they're happening at. They're happening at Halloween. They're happening, and unfortunately, in the Oregon district and stuff like that, places where a whole bunch of people are, where people are going out to have a good time so they can cause as much havoc as humanly possible, man. It's just crazy.
Yeah. My stepdad didn't like my Halloween costume for that reason. He was like, whoa, that's how they be looking. Be careful, and it was true. It was like, yeah, if I wasn't going to a private party, I probably wouldn't have wore what I wore last night. Just on I had the vest on, I had the gas mask, I had the pistol holder with no pistol in it, but just I had the stuff that, that was people when I walked into this party, people kind of looked up like, oh shit, who was that? So unfortunately, everybody head on a swivel because they, that's the times we live in. So
be safe. Everybody be safe out there. I know people was going out last night. I didn't hear too much rumblings about, my inner circle, but hey, like you said, got to keep your head on the swivel.
Absolutely, 100%, man. Thoughts and prayers to everybody out there, man.
Yeah.
Not always an easy, smooth transition to talk about such a serious subject, to jump to sports, but that's what we do in this pod, man. Dizzle, what's popping in the association, man?
I think the biggest news, at least in my eyes, came out. Adam Silver announced we returning to the East versus West All-Star format, man. I'm here for it. I don't know what year they went away from it, but I think it might have been one of them years the East was a little lopsided, But yeah, hopefully this brings back the competitiveness. And it gets
game on the East now.
Yeah, and it gets rid of the antics, man. We want good competitive basketball. We don't care who the team captain is and how they picking them. We don't care, man. We want good basketball. Hopefully this brings it back. At least give us that element of it.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited for it. I've always liked the East versus West. I've always, that was what it was. So when people get older, they don't like change as much. So the older you get, the less change you like. So I was starting to be like, NBA gonna fuck around and lose me, but they doing okay, getting back to the standards. So now they gotta get rid of this flop foul shit.
I was a fan of the pickup basketball style. You get your captain aware. I just think the execution was done horribly. Like it was just so much in between. That would pick a guy and then do a performance, pick a guy, do another performance. Like, tip of the All-Star game went until like 9:30, and it's like, I've been watching this shit since 7:00, man. Can we get to the game? Right. So like, I just think that it just came out wonky, but that's my cool thing about the NBA. They aren't afraid to invoke change, and if they realize the change is bad, they go back to the way it was. Like, oh, that didn't work. Just like when they tried the new basketball, shooting percentages was down, players were mad, they went back to the regular ball. I remember when I think I was like in high school, they moved the 3-point line closer. Then you had dudes that shouldn't been shooting threes. It's like, nah, that's not good for the game. They put it back to where it was. So I have no problem with the NBA does, man. Hey, do some change. Some things are going to work. Some things aren't going to work. And that's the great part about change is if it don't work, we can go back to the way it used to be.
Yeah. And it's balanced this year. It's competitive on both sides. Dame went over to the East. You got Kevin Durant back over to the West. Like the balance has shifted in time. So it's good that they at least have that balance to be able to do the East versus West. Because a couple years ago, East was loaded, West was loaded at a certain point, and they needed to just have a captain set, or else some random niggas was gonna be making an all-star team.
Right.
Shouts out to the randos. What else popping in the association, man?
I know we got Darren Fox became the first player to sign with the Curry brand.
Y'all fucking with the Currys?
I don't know.
Hey, them sketches
I like the golf shoes.
Curry.
He needs some golf shoes. I'll fuck with him.
I don't know. It's better, like you said, man. I don't know about the Skechers deal. Who was on the Skechers roster?
Embiid,
Embiid.
nigga, the MVP.
I can fuck with the Fox going to Curry brand. It fits, you know what I'm saying? It matches his already style of play. He's a small guard. He about to have a good year. I think this is good look.
So that's the thing about the NBA. Obviously, all of us growing up, all we ever do is dream about signing to Nike. I'm gonna get some Jordans. What Jordan brand deal I'm gonna get? Yada yada yada. But there's so many companies out here paying these dudes to wear their sneakers, from Skechers to Puma. Shoot, you see Shaq and AI trying to bring Reebok back for the 19th time.
Anta,
yeah, it's like, so. Hey man, if they paying the right price, I'm rocking the shoe. I don't give a fuck what it is. And I guess that was the downfall of Lonzo Ball.
Y'all think there's too many people with like signature shoes? Because you got Anthony Edwards, he an up and coming player. He already got a signature shoe. He ain't really did much in the league. I'm certain De'Aaron Fox about to get a signature shoe. He ain't about to sign with him, and he gonna get a shoe eventually. Everybody got a shoe. Austin Reeves got a shoe.
Do we?
We talked about this.
With who?
I know he got one.
Chinese brand, I believe.
Yeah, I saw him talk about it on the podcast he was on. I saw him talking about that shit. But we talked about this last week with the retirement of numbers. I kind of coincide the two. If you got some shoes, you should be probably about to have your shit retired. So we're giving out a lot of retirement celebrations coming out with all these shoes because they hanging up
Zion.
They're hanging up Reeves' jerseys next to Worthy and Magic.
Negative.
Exactly.
I think Luka got a shoe?
I think so.
Does he? I know he's a Jordan brand athlete. I'm not sure he has his own shoe. I could be wrong.
Giannis got a pair. Okay, Luka got like some Jordan brand. You know how Melo had his specific Jordan brand sneakers, so Luka got some of those.
So Tatum does too. And this kind of all started with Jordan brand because obviously Jordan had his signature line, but then it started the Team Jordans. And then everybody,
the Chris Pauls.
Yeah, like everybody else started like getting their own. Like shoot, even like Reggie Miller had his player exclusive Jordans. So did Gary Payton. So like that's like kind of how it started. Like, all right, not only I'm gonna sign the Jordan brand, I'm gonna get my own custom shoe from Jordan. It's gonna be a Jordan, but it's gonna be mine. Like that's the cool part. But like now, like it's just like you said, everybody got shoes.
Ja Morant.
Them Ja's. I like them Ja Morants. I like Sabrina Ionescu from the New York Liberty. Hers basically, they look like a pair of Kyrie's.
Paul George.
And since Kyrie is no longer with Nike, they said, here you go, Sabrina. Here's your shoe. And she gladly signed on that dotted line. Like, let's do it.
LaMelo. Hey, the list can keep going. It's at least 15 niggas, 15 to 20 people with shoe deals. Signature shoes.
Yeah.
Shit. The Dame and them trash ass
Dame,
Adidas.
James Harden.
Oh, man. Adidas need to stop. Adidas need to stop. I don't think I've liked a pair of Adidas ever outside of like some shell toes.
That's it. Because like, even when I was smaller, when I would have the Adidas, I felt like they just over time they got too wide. I didn't fuck with them.
Maybe some Stan Smiths or something like that. But yeah, man, I really wasn't foxing with them. But shit, man, can we get the game music?
Oh shit.
You got the music? Hold on.
Oh shit, we ain't got no game music. We ain't got the. There we go. All right. It's game time. You know, so the name of this game is name his teams.
So,
yeah, every team. You need to name every team this player played for, and I made it very simple for everybody involved. That means you both. Each of these guys has played for 4 teams. Damn. So as long as you keep guessing the right team that he played for, you can continue with that player. So Killer, you want A or B, and it's a list of 5 players.
What sport are we talking? Basketball?
NBA, the
Okay.
association.
I was about to say NFL. I'm done.
I
I'm
know,
cooked.
I know.
Shit, I might be cooked on this. I'll go with A.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna try to keep score here as well. So
Bengals up 14-7.
Okay, you get a point for every team you get correct.
No
all right. Player 1, and they increasingly get harder as we go along.
You said you just made it easy.
Yeah, it is, but we're gonna start out easy. Player 1, James Harden.
All right, OKC.
Correct.
Houston.
Correct.
Brooklyn.
Correct.
And oh shit, where you at now? Philly.
Correct. All 4 points. All 4 points. Points.
That was a little stressful.
All right, Dizzle, you are up. You are up. Jimmy Butler.
Bulls.
Correct.
Timberwolves.
Correct.
The Heat.
Correct.
Philly.
Correct. All 4 points. All 4 points. It got a little sketchy because you skipped over it. Okay. Back to Killer. Russell Westbrook.
OKC.
Correct.
Lakers.
Correct.
I don't know where he's at now. Where'd he go?
10, 9.
I'm out. I don't have all 4.
5.
Dizzle can go.
Done?
Yeah, I don't have all 4.
Wizards and Clippers.
Wizards.
Oh! 2 more. 2 more for Dizzle. Dizzle is currently leading 6-4. All right, back to Dizzle. Oh, you better get this one. Kyrie Irving.
We got the Cavs.
Correct.
We got the Mavs.
Correct.
We got Brooklyn.
Correct.
Who he play? He played for another team.
Yes.
Cavs.
5, 4,
Brooklyn.
3, 2,
Mavericks.
1. Killer, can you steal? Can you steal a point?
No.
Oh.
Celtics maybe?
Oh, with the thievery.
I forgot about the Celtics.
I got lucky. It just flashed in front of my eyes. That green jersey.
The thievery is real.
Damn.
The thievery is real. All right. Back to Killer. Kyle Lowry.
Thickums. That boy thick.
Toronto.
Correct.
Miami.
Correct.
I don't remember 4 teams.
5.
There's no way.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That's all I got.
He's played for 4 teams.
Played for 4 teams.
I'm gonna say the Grizzlies.
Correct.
I don't remember that.
Barely.
4.
I'm gonna say the Bulls.
No, the Rockets.
Really?
Play
I
for
don't
the
remember that.
Rockets.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Play for the Rockets. Back to Dizzle. Hold on, let me get these numbers right. So 6, 9. Dizzle is leading 10-9. 10-9. Back to Dizzle. D'Angelo Russell.
Lakers.
Correct.
Lakers again. We're going. That's
that
2.
Is, that is one. That is one.
So Lakers, Warriors.
Correct.
Timberwolves.
Correct.
Fuck. Shit. Nope, I ain't got it.
Dizzle, Killer, can you steal?
Brooklyn, we go hard.
Oh,
That should be killing me because I be knowing. I be knowing. I just can't think of it.
Dizzle is in the lead 13-10. 13-10. Killer, you still have a chance. Your fourth player. Cam Reddish.
Oh, shit. Teams?
Yes, sir.
I don't know. Lakers.
Correct.
Atlanta.
Correct.
That's all I got. I don't know. That's all I got.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
He's played for Thibodeau, who is the coach for the Hawks. You said the Hawks already, didn't you?
He said the Hawks and Lakers.
Knicks.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
You have one more. Can you get the other team?
I'm going to guess the Timberwolves.
Duke.
Incorrect. Portland Trailblazers.
Duke.
Current score 14-12.
I need you to miss 3, Dizzle.
All right.
These last ones is tough.
All right. Josh Hart.
Pelicans.
Correct.
Knicks.
Correct.
Lakers.
Correct.
He played for somebody when James Harden bunked the ball on his head.
5, 4, 3.
It's killing me. Nope,
2,
I don't know it.
1.
What teams did he say again?
Pelicans, Lakers, Knicks.
Trailblazers.
Correct.
I'll be forgetting about them.
All right.
That's the final score?
17-13. Killer. You cannot win. Oh, yes, you can. You can get all 4 and tie. All 4 and tie. The pressure is on, and before we do this, last player,
I don't like it.
Let's put percentages that Killer's gonna get all 4.
Under.
Yeah, I don't think it's highly. All 4 was like early on. We've been getting 2 these past couple ones.
All right, you ready?
I don't know.
Killer, can you get all 4? Here we go. George Niang.
What? The Bulls.
Incorrect.
Oh, I'm thinking of what?
You thinking of Luol Deng?
I am.
It is over. TKO. Dizzle wins 17-13. George Niang has played for the Pacers, the Jazz, Philly, and now on the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I wouldn't have got none of those.
Yeah, this is a wrap. I don't even know that dude is hardly.
Good game.
Always bringing new games to the table.
That was
man.
fun.
No doubt, man. We got to get some RIPs out here, man, in the world of movie and TV and everything like that. Richard Roundtree, best known for his role as Shaft, passed away earlier this week at the age of 81. Have y'all ever seen the movie Shaft?
Only once and don't really remember it. I just remember some of the quotables, like "Can you dig it?" and all that. That's about it.
I have not. Is that what the is that Pam Grier? Is she in there?
No, she's not in that, but that's like era of the 70s blaxploitation movies and everything like that. But I actually met him at, what was that shoe store? Dang, did we just talk about this same plaza inside the Northwest Shopping Plaza where City Gear? No, not that one. It was another one over there. Anyway, we had an event over there, like a meet and greet with him and Alan Payne from New Jack City. So they were in a stage play that was in town or whatever, and somebody came up there and they was like, "Oh man, what's up, Shaft?" And he corrected them very quickly and said, "My mama named me Richard Roundtree."
Yeah.
Put them in check immediately.
Yeah.
So R.I.P. goes out to Richard Roundtree, man, aka Shaq.
I'm gonna start doing that when they say "What's up, killer?" My mother named me Kevin Stenifer.
Another R.I.P. going out to Matthew Perry, aka Chandler, from Friends.
That's
man,
sad.
54 years young. Apparently, he drowned in his jacuzzi at his house, man. So, yikes.
So, why do they add that it appears no drugs was in play? Like, are they
had a drug problem?
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Publicly, like niggas knew he used to get down. He was talking about half of the seasons he was high and drunk out of his mind.
Damn, yeah, that's super sad. They said what cardiac arrest in a jacuzzi. Terrible. R.I.P.
Definitely thoughts and prayers, man. Shit, man. Couple quick hitters before we slide up out of here, man. For the 9th straight year, Chi-Town is named the most rattiest city in the country. LA takes second place and is past New York and DC, man. So y'all ever been to Chi-Town, Chirac?
I have.
I haven't seen the rats though. I must have been in the burbs.
Yeah.
I thought New York had the belt with that one, but I guess not.
So I've been to Chicago twice. Didn't see none. Thank goodness, because I'm terrified of stuff like that. But one time that I've been to New York as an adult, I think this maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, we went in August. Definitely seen multiple just strutting, niggas, strutting down the street. Like, you see them motherfuckers nowadays, they run and shit like that. Not in New York. They own the city. Disgusting.
Yeah, I've been out to Chi and haven't seen them. We had a mice, and I called him mouse because it was small and that motherfucker was scurrying in the crib. This was when we had an apartment, but we had 2 cats, and the cat, I don't know what nigga did, but never seen a mouse ever again.
Handle his business. Hey, I make fun of people that got like cats and dogs and everything like that. You got animals, they will take care of them type of critter problems for you, and you won't even know it.
Mm-hmm.
They will discard of it, bones and all.
Yep. Facts.
Last one from me, at least, man. Jonathan Majors' ex-girlfriend is now being charged for assault. So, things are starting to come out about that whole case. If I'm familiar with Jonathan Majors, obviously he played in the brand new Creed movie. He's in all the Marvel movies and everything like that. And he basically, got canceled from his team, his management team, his agency and everything like that. But, the people that stood behind him was Marvel Studios and his new girlfriend, Megan Good. So he got with a sister to stand by him. So his ex-girlfriend is, what I'm saying? Found herself in some hot water because it's always been alleged that, like, she started hitting him, and there's video evidence of that. So, I want to see a lot of this stuff start to come out, like getting retracted, because when these famous people find themselves in hot water, so to speak, it's always like, hey, what did this person do? What did this person do? And they're going to get in trouble. But then when the truth comes out that they actually didn't do anything, it's a small blurb and they just keep it moving. So, she's going to have her day in court along with him, and the truth going to come out.
Exactly.
Hey, biggest comeback victory. Well, that shit ain't over yet, but it's looking like he's having one of the biggest comebacks, because he was on cloud 9, roles left and right, #1 movies. Yeah. This comes out, seems to derail him. Like you said, canceled left and right. But to then have the script flipped, and now was she charged, arrested? She was arrested.
Charged for assault, yeah.
So not only that, but then to have Megan Good on your arm while you're doing it, that boy is up. And he's stopping fights and just in the middle of traffic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That look a little fishy, but shit, hey, he up. That's all I'm saying. He up right now.
I'm a peacemaker, people.
Right.
He was like, hey, y'all got a good angle right there? Make sure
that
camera's going. Send that shit to DMZ free of charge.
Right.
Shout outs to him, man.
But shit, one more thing before we get up out of here, I want to get y'all a take on it. Oh, my headphones need to be charged. Obviously, I'm the huge college football fan on this, but have y'all seen the story that's going out between Michigan, Jim Harbaugh, and his team allegedly taping other teams illegally and everything like that? Have y'all seen that? What's y'all take?
Sounds a little Belichicky. And I don't know. So they're saying that they was what, just filming other people's practices?
No, they said they had a guy on staff and he was going to games and buying tickets on each sideline. So like 50-yard line seats to, Ohio State, between Michigan State or something like that, and filming all their like signals and everything like that. I guess this guy was in the military, and like part of his job in the military was to decode. So Killer can speak to that decoding lifestyle a lot better than we could, but they got guys like that in the military.
Yeah, they got people that, I've told this story before, but when I was in Iraq, I met a dude who told me he had no social. He didn't wear any rank. He didn't keep up with the, shaving profile and the hair standards. And I saw him talking to our highest ranking person, that was our brigade commander. And when the brigade commander told him to do something, he whispered in his ear and said something, and the brigade commander left him alone. So I saw that with my own eyes. So I was like, oh shit. So yeah, there's some people out there that get busy that it ain't all just like the movies. It's just some real shit out there.
Damn. What y'all think be a good punishment for Michigan and Jim Harbaugh? Considering they were trash, and then miraculously once they started doing these tapings, they beat the Buckeyes back-to-back years.
Scholarships pulled,
go.
No ability to be in the college football playoffs for so many years. Like you can't be caught cheating. If you cheating, you gotta be smooth with it, man. You can't get caught.
Yeah, they got like Venmo receipts, fucking Google Drives, the whole nine, man. They was out here being sloppy, man.
Put the hammer down. Discontinue the program.
There we go. They got
the most
full homer over here. Go Buckeyes.
They got the most wins in college football anyway, so they can have a seat and let the Buckeyes and Alabama catch up.
That's what's up. There it is, another episode of You Can't Make This Up podcast. Kev Nash,
DJ Killer Kev,
Hey Dizzle.
We out till next week.
Peace.